Hello, everybody. This is Mike Newmeyer. Glad to be with you. And this is the Mike Newmeyer Show, the Money Show, Game Plan for Retirement. I'm here today with my lovely producer, Ratna, and I'm going to just give you some hints and ideas on what we can do about this recession event. Now, we all know we're in a recession now. No kidding, for sure. There's no doubt anymore. And you know it already because you've been buying groceries and paying for gasoline. And incidentally, when they talk, they're always saying things like, oh, gasoline is down. Oh, it's down. Well, it's back up this morning. And it's to be expected. You're going to have dips. The big reason that gasoline went down is because people are driving less, not because it's not important, not popular, and so forth. The supply and demand. So when demand goes down, and supply stays the same, price goes down. So what you got is, in a relative sense, you had more supply because you had less going out as demand. Okay. But it's back up this morning, and it's going to be like that. You're going to have dips from time to time, not an indicator that the recession is over or anything like that. Probably the recession will run at least a year. Okay. And if you listen to the Fed chair last week, he told us that we're going to have a lot of pain. And the market went down 1,000 points after that. Immediately, people took stock and they sold it and they moved the money into bonds for safety, into treasuries. Okay? So the market went down. Your 401ks, your 403bs, your plans at work of any description suffered. What do? Well, we've talked about that many times. A lot of people do different things. Number one, they ignore it. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of ignoring what you've got in your plan at work, and that's a mistake. At the very least, you've got to move the money into the safest selection, whether it's stable value or money market accounts or things like that. But and be careful, don't put it in money market mutual funds. Money market accounts are pure money market accounts. Don't earn anything. Don't worry about that. The main thing is to preserve your money. Okay, so that's that. So if you got money at work, if you can do an in-service distribution, that means if you can take the money out early and roll it over, give me a call. 410-902-0464. Call me and come in and we'll talk about the things you can do, how you can preserve your money and have it there for retirement. Everybody works all life to retire. What do you want to do in retirement? Where do you want to go? What's it going to do to what's it going to take to make you feel good and happy in retirement? These are the kinds of things you don't want to give up your dreams. Come in and see me anyway, even if your money isn't affected, which is hard to believe. And let's see how we can help you preserve and how we can put a plan together. Plans are all different for everybody. So don't let anybody kid you. You need a plan for you. And that's what I do. I help customize plans for people so that they can be prepared for retirement. Remember, 410-902-0464. Nobody cares more than I do about helping you retire safely and happily. Okay, so that's that. Now, here's some ideas, and my producer tells me some of these ideas are pretty common, and I know they are. Not any more common than telling people read your statements, but a lot of people don't. So these are fairly common ideas about what we can do. What can we do in the recession? Well, do you have a card that's paying you back a percentage? We talked about this before. There's cards that pay you 2% on anything. There's other cards that pay you more on some things, less on other things. Personally, I like the one that pays you 2%. Mine is with PNC. I can call them and say, how much money do I have there? And they can put it back in my card, whatever. So that's very simple. I like things that are simple because there's so many things to remember to do today. The better off I am if they're simple. Okay. And what about your gasoline? Are you going to shop for gas? I don't think so. Use gas to shop for gas. Find a station that looks like it's competitive and it's next to or close to where you're going to do other shopping. And where are you going to do other shopping? Today, Dollar Tree and stores like that are becoming very, very popular. And you can save money. And there's others too. I mentioned, Dollar Tree. Well, I wrote down a few here. And Aldi and Lidl's. There's a Lidl's in Owings Mills about to open. In fact, it's opening this week. So, then you got Ole's, there's no Ole's around here, but there's one in Towson. And Ole's is a surprise for a lot of people. Good things cheap is their, motto. So Dollar General and all those others. And then look for senior days. Look for senior days. Like Weiss has a senior day. And you get a 10% discount on everything when you go in on senior day. So that's good. And then go less frequently. So if you're a senior and you could use it, say at Weiss, go there once a week. Try to, make lists and be, careful that you're including everything. I make that mistake. Impulsively, I buy something and forget something. So I've learned to make lists so that you do that, save time, save money, all that sort of thing. And what else? I wrote some other notes down here. Okay, some of these things you might not even think about. Reduce your dry cleaning. Dry cleaning is not inexpensive. It's expensive. Wear your clothes more. Do things that, wear things you can wash. The thing about it is dry cleaning has become very expensive. And it's going to continue. The chemicals are more expensive than they used to be. It's just more expensive. Wash your own car. Huh? There's an idea. Wash your own car. You can't get through a car wash, even the automated ones for less than $9. So wash your own car. That's a good. Keep enough air on your tires. Your mileage is affected, and you'll wear your tires out faster. Mileage is affected. Your gasoline cost goes up if you don't take care of your tires. So you can do that. And incidentally, you can buy a little tire inflator over at AutoZone or any of those places. And they've got some that are under $15. They work great. So you can check your own tires, make sure you got enough air, and you're keeping your mileage the way it is and preserving your tires. Lengthen they lengthen your tire life. Make friends with your local merchants. Make friends with your local merchants. They'll tell you how to save money. They'll tell you when things are going to go on special. They'll tell you a lot of things if they like you. If you make friends with local merchants, that's going to help you a lot. You help each other. You're going to share things with them. Shop auto insurance. Now there's an unbelievable difference between auto insurance companies. I didn't realize it until recently. So, some of the ones that are advertising on television are the best, but you have to check them. You can call them on the telephone. They'll give you a spot check on what you can pay. You can save money. And what about this idea? I've got a friend that's got a big house. He's renting rooms. Hey, nothing wrong with that as long as you're careful about the tenants. Can help you with a lot of things. One thing's for sure, and that is electricity is not going down. Electricity is going up. So if you can find a way to reduce it or share it, that'll be a good idea. Is it a good time, to buy, expensive, make expensive investments for that purpose? I'm not so sure that's true. But remember, winter will come, and heating is going to become much more expensive. Now, those are just a few ideas. And incidentally, if you give us a call, if you got an idea you want mentioned, I'd love to give you credit for it. So give me a call, Mike Newmeyer, 410-902-0464. Just some ideas for today. Thanks for listening.